Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listen up. I need you to do something right now, okay? Can we get the music turned off, please? Music turned off. Get ready to play something that's going to help this situation. Grandstands! I need you to get your cell phones out and do this for me right here. Grandstands. Get your cell phones out and do it. Wild side, if you've been here before, you know what to do. If you haven't been here before, I need you to turn on your cell phones, put your flashlights on. I need you cars and start doing your emergency lights. Honk those horns. Let's light up the skies of I-44 Speedway, and let's give these American Big Rig Series the biggest salute that they've ever seen in their entire life, because they're getting ready to come out right now, and we want to give them the biggest salute. You guys have stuck it out. They stuck it out. Let's get rowdy. Let's get ready for the American Big Rig Racing Series. Keep it going. Come on, wild side. Come on, grandstands. Press box. Come on, sweets. Keep it going. Start playing some music. Here they come, everybody. Come on, make some noise. Coming, come on. We're not the boy that cried wolf. Come on, wild side. Come on, grandstand side. Come on, wild side. Get it up, wild side. Come on. Come on, grandstands. Ducky leading the way. All right, you can start turning those lights off. Start turning those lights off. We appreciate you, fans. You're getting ready to see 30 laps of pure horsepower right here tonight. Get those lights turned off. Get them turned off. Here we go on the front row. It's going to be the 51 of Luke Whitmere on his outside. The 16 of Michael Caesar. Row number 2 will be 66 of Austin Hope. The 13 of Bob Mitchell. Row number 3 will be the 88 of Mike Morgan. The 46 of Nicholas Black. The 21 of Nick Black on the inside of 4. Outside of 4, Scott Treadway. It'll be the 20 of Jamison Gibson. The 1 of Chris Quingenhan. The 41 of Marshall Davis, the 9 of Brian Cash, Brant Arnold, the 00, and Alan Bowles in the 3. Lebanon I-44 Speedway, I present to you the American Big Rig Racing Series. You guys are too quiet. Come on. You don't get to see this every day. Woo. All right. They gave you guys a show on that start. This start, they're going to do great. They're going to give you a couple of laps here. I got you. They just want to get you on the edge of your seat. By the way, our restroom facilities are located behind you to your left. Now you might want to back the equipment away. Grandstand side, give them a wave, give them a holler. Here we go, wild side, they're coming at you on the back stretch. Here we go, green flag is in the air. Wild side, you just got introduced to one. Now, wild side, that was a warning. If you were standing next to the fence, you probably need to back away, because they can come that far. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a good round of applause. Race. So make sure you're here for that. Minivans are going to be racing. So make sure you're here for the Vandemonium race next Saturday, along with our weekly race in action. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Paul's Towing a round of applause. Look at them. I'm not a Ford fan, but they say Ford tough. Is there any Ford fans in the house? How about Chevy? Is there any Chevy fans? How about Dodges? Is there any Dodges? What about EV? Is there any EV fans? Yeah. Where's my buddy Ramsey? He didn't cheer. Backstretch. He's going to be coming at you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Scott Treadway a big old round of applause. Came from Marshall, North Carolina. Glad that he is okay, and while outside you get an up-close view right there at the passenger side of that big rig. All right. I hear you over there, wild side in turn number 3. Thank you. They'll appreciate that. North Carolina's a long ways away. All right. We'll get the track cleared. We'll get them back to going and fired back up here. Here we go. Going to do one more round. John Shelton, the flagman, going to give him the one to go. Lights will be going off next time around. Here we go. Boogity, 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 eastbound and down. Out front's the 16 of Michael Caesar in that 16 machine. In second's going to be the 66 of Austin Hope. It'll be the 88 of Mike Morgan in that 88. But here comes the 46 of Nicholas Black in that 4th spot, running the high side. Here we go. Hold on to it, folks. We got a race there for the lead and for 3rd. Mike Caesar out front, the 66. Hoppy in that 66 machine in 2nd. Look at the race back there for 3rd between Mike Morgan and Nicholas Black. Uh-oh, look out, the 51 at a slow pace. Man, oh man, look at this race up front between Caesar and the 16, Hoppy in the 66, Mike Morgan in that 3rd spot in the 88. Oh, look at the run there from the 88 of Mike Morgan. Looking on the high side of the high banks. Carrying that momentum there on that high side. Hoppy in the 66 on the inside. Morgan on the outside in the 88. Look out, 51, you're in the way, buddy. Michael Caesar trying to find the fastest, quickest lane, because right now he's just doing qualifying laps. 66 of Hoppy trying to find where his big ridge settles. Look at them. Here comes the 46 of Nicholas Black. He's gaining on that 88 of Mike Morgan. Oh, fans, I think we're going to be in a treat for this one. Mike Morgan right on the back bumper. We got 4 trucks battling up front, getting ready to come up on lap traffic. Here we go. Look out, 51's in the way. Mike Morgan in that 88, holding on to that 3rd spot. They're running 21.494, 21 seconds around the 3/8 mile high bank. Oh, here comes the 66. Got sideways there in the middle of 1. Come on, race fans, we got a race for the lead. They come out of 4. Look at this, it's gonna get crazy here at the high banks. Oh, buddy, hold on to it. Down the back stretch they go. I just got word that Cheryl Fair might be in that 51. Down the front stretch they go. All right, now they broke away now. Here we go. 13 more laps remaining. Turns number 3 and 4. Now 16's locking that high side in turn number 3. Comes down in the middle of turn number 4. Oh, here comes the 46 of Nicholas Black. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost to that 10-lap shootout. 11 more laps to go. Here they come. 4, 10 more laps to go. Michael Caesar out front. Here comes the 46 of Nicholas Black. Out of turn number 4 they'll come with 8 more laps to go. Michael Caesar still out front your leader, but look at this race for third between the 88 of Mike Morgan. '46 of Nicholas Black. Nicholas Black doing a little bit of love tap. 8 of Mike Morgan. So we're going to have 5 more laps to go. Uh-oh, Michael C. Caution coming out. Caution coming out. Hey, race fans, you ready for a 5-lap shootout? Come on, race fans, I can't hear you. You ready for a 5-lap shootout? It's going to get intense, guys. Man, that 16 of Michael Caesar, he's been quick, but that 66, he's been fast as well. Along with that 88 of Mike Morgan and that 46 of Nicholas Black. You can't write it up any better than this. They did a really good job on that long run, but we're getting ready to see 5 laps of a barn burner here. You guys have stuck it out with us. Wanted to make sure you guys got to see the big rigs before we brought out our local guys for their features. You got to see them race as well. Couldn't do it without them. In 2017, the local guys didn't get the race. So we wanted to make sure they got the race tonight to put on a show for you guys in the stands. And they did a great job there in the heat races, and their features are going to be exciting as well. But we got 5 laps to deal with right here. How many of you guys think the 16's going to win? What about the 66? I'm going to go with that 46 of Nicholas Black. He's been quick. He's been fast. Here we go, race fans. Get on the edge of your seats. Lights are going down. Five more laps to go. Green flag is in the air. Oh, hold on to it, Nicholas Black. Woo-wee. I told you to keep an eye on that 46. If he could have held on to it, he'd been your new race leader. Look at old Bo and Luke Duke there in the journal lead. They made it up on the outside of row number 2. And I'm getting excited. 5 laps to go. We've had a lot of fun tonight. You got Caesar in the 16, Hoppy in the 66. Pick you out a winner. Oh, the 46 wants his spot back. We didn't complete a lap. I'm not going to go out there and tell them what to do. They can do whatever they want. Here we go. Lights are off. 5 more laps around the 3/8 mile high bank I-44 Speedway for 2025. Coming at you strong. They come out of turn number 4. Oh, Caesar doing the block move there. Here comes the 66 on the inside. They're side by side. They go into turns 3 and 4. Oh, look out, ladies and gentlemen. They come out of 4. We've got a new race leader. Oh, buddies. Look out, Smokey and Cletus. They come into turns number 3 and 4. Down the front stretch they go. Here comes Caesar in the 16. Here we go. 2 more laps to go. White flag is going to be in the air. Oh, hold on to it side by side. Oh, come on. What a race to finish out the Big Rig All-American Feature race. Woo-wee. They come out of turn number 4. It's going to be the 66 of Austin Hoppy. 16 of Michael Caesar coming home second. The 46 of Nicholas Black coming home in third. Nick Black in a 21 in fourth. 41 of Marshall Davis in fifth. Come on, Lebanon I-44 Speedway! Wow! 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 Yeah! From the state of Wisconsin, ladies and gentlemen, your American Big Rig Feature winner at the High Banks of Lebanon I-44 Speedway. It's gonna be the 66 of Austin Hoppy. Woo-wee! Come up here. First off, I'm not going to ask what that is. That's a cool suit. Wow. First of all, is it Austin Hoppy? Hoppy! My goodness gracious. From the state of Wisconsin. I'm a big Dallas Cowboy fan, so I don't like those Packers. Sorry for your loss. You can keep them. You can keep them. What'd you think about the High Banks of Lebanon I-44 Speedway?
This is two of my tracks, and I was really excited here. Last year, in 2019, when we were here, we had a blast, and tonight was no different. Only to bring home the checkered flag, it was great.
We wanted to make sure we got your show in with the rain coming in. But my other question I wanted to ask you, what'd you think about the salute the fans gave you when you did your parade laps?
That was awesome. Without you guys, we couldn't do this, and we want you to come back every time.
You had fun, though?
I had a blast. Everybody else did, too, with the clashing, banging, drifting. It was a great time.
Tell us about this big machine behind you.
She's hard to hold or handle, but I was a little nervous about the right steer tire, but she held up, and we got the checkered flag.
A Freightliner?
Sterling.
Sterling. What's the engine in it?
C15 Cat.
C15 Cat. All right, well, you just won the American Big Rig Series at Lebanon I-44 Speedway. What are you going to do next?
We'll celebrate with my family who came all the way with me, and we'll probably go have a beverage after that rain.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your American Big Rig Series feature winner. All right. Austin Hoppy. Where's Michael at? Michael, get up. I can already tell you what is not your favorite color, and it's probably that yellow flag, right?
That is absolutely correct. I kind of had it all the way, and I was basically stuck down on the lower side, which was pretty slippery. Tires cooled back a little bit, so yeah, I will break it a little bit, so it's on me. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm still happy with the second place, and I'm happy for Hoppy. He deserved it. I mean, one more lap, and he probably blows that front tire, but other than that, it was a great race. And thank you for all to stay here, by the way, and watched us and be part of this. And see you all next year, I believe.
What did you think about that salute, that parade lap?
That was absolutely great, and I really liked it. So.
All right, and I got to ask, what's your favorite type of salad, House or Caesar?
Just because Nikki over there likes the Caesar salad, that's probably mine, Adam.
All right, Caesar salad. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Dixie to Michael Caesar. All right, Nicholas Black. Come here, buddy. First of all, my name is Super Shane. Nice to meet you. I want to tell you, when that caution came out, I was picking you, the 46. I was watching your times, watching your speed, and then you got introduced to our Turn 1 Weeper over there, didn't you?
I sure did. Like I said, I was not expecting it. Thought it was going to.
What do you think about this place? It's one of a kind, ain't it?
I love the track. It's awesome. It's small, short, high banked. It's an awesome track. I love it.
What did you think about that salute there with the lights and the wild side over there?
Oh man, I love that. The fans being here have been great. Appreciate everybody sticking out in the rain. It didn't think it was going to happen, but it did. So thank y'all for sticking out and coming out and seeing us.
All right. Well, we appreciate you, and thank you for being here, and have a safe travels home. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up one more time for the American Big Rig Racing Series. Hey, we appreciate you in this series, and wow, what a race, man.
Hey, we come here to race. We come here to drive these trucks hard. And as you've seen, we drove them hard for you guys tonight. We got some real good talent out here that drove these trucks to the end, and they drove hard. 16, Hoppy, our buddy over here, Nicky, he's back there smiling because I know I cut him off a couple times. Not meant to, though. But, yeah, we had a good time. I'm glad y'all came out sticking out in the weather here. Hopefully we'll come back and do this again next year. Make it better, badder, faster, maybe a little drier.
Hey, I want to ask, though, I've been asking all the semi-drivers, what did you think about the light show that these fans gave you there and then the parade lap?
Hey, it's something awesome. Everything you guys do here is just awesome. I love this. It's been a long time since I've been here, and it's just awesome.
He gave you a ride? How was your ride, Aaron?
It was incredible. Hey, I want to tell you all, too, I want to apologize about the autograph session. These guys are great, and they are going to stick around in the pits. Please come down. They'll let you look in their trucks, sign autographs. When the races are over tonight, you guys would love to meet them, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. That's why we're here, is for you guys. You guys are here. That's why we're here. Without you guys, we cannot do this. So thank you all for being here. We'll be here for a while. We'll be loading up, cleaning up, getting ready to get out of here and head to the next one. But as long as you guys are here, you come on down. We'll sign some autographs, take some pictures, check the trucks out.
Hey, you can't get no better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Give them one more round of applause. Once again, I'm going to give a special shout out to Jason Legan and his team at Paul's Towing. That white Ford picked it up, picked that truck up. On the pole, it's going to be the 4 of Josh Hazel out of Waynesville, Missouri on his outside. It's going to be the 27 of Dakota Scrivener. Row number 2 on the inside is going to be the 00 of Bill Brown on his outside, the 44 of Jim Flannery. Row number 3 is going to be the 69 of Chris Tender, and on the outside going to be 84 of J.C. Newell out of Decaturville, Missouri. Huh? Will be Aaron distracted me. Sorry, guys. That's going to be the 28 of Jacob Merriman, the OT of Ronnie Taylor. Going to be the 77 of Benny Ward. And on the outside, going to be the 0 of Sean Philpin, the 29 of Nate Scrivener. On the outside, going to be a 17 of Drew Scholl. Then the 87 of Tyler Brown. On the outside, will be a 62 of Bo Dial. Row number 3 will be the Garth Griswold, the 12 of Jacob Pendergrass, the 8 of Sierra Herden, and the 12S of Ben Scott, and the 70 of Yvette Eichelman. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. Dakota Scrivener out front, the 27 to 4 of Josh Hazel in that third spot. Then it's going to be the 00 of Bill Brown on the outside, the 84 of J.C. Newell on the inside. Scrivener out front, Hazel in second to 4, the 77. Mike Sloan in that third spot. J.C. Newell on the inside with Brown on the outside. Nate Scrivener at 29 as well, the 87 of Tim Brown. Right now it's all the 27 of Dakota Scrivener, the 4 of Josh Hazel in second, the 77 of Mike Sloan in third. The race there for the lead, the 27 of Scrivener. Holding that middle to bottom groove. Hazel a little bit lower than Scrivener in his lane choice. They go in the turns 1 and 2. Get a little bit higher than the Weepers. Look at the race back there for the top 5. Between the 87 of Brown and the 29 of Nate Scrivener. Now here we go. Here comes the 4 of Josh Hazel. Working through some lap traffic here. Here comes Hazel. Hazel's going to go on the outside. Oh, buddy. Scribbler goes down the bottom. Here comes Hazel carrying that momentum. In the turns number 3 and 4, they go. Down the front stretch they go. What a race for the lead between the 27 of Scribbler and the 4 of Hazel. Down the front stretch they go. Oh, buddy. Tighten it up a little bit right here. Scribbler doing everything he can to hold off that 4. Josh Hazel right there on the back bumper of the 27 of Scribbler. Here we go, fans. We got ourselves a race for the lead. In the turns 1 and 2 they go. Hazel going to have the advantage coming out of turn number 2. Now in the turns 3 and 4 they go. Oh, buddy. Scribbler going to pull a little bit to the 4 of Hazel. Not backing down. Come out of turn number 4. Down the back stretch they go. Look at the race there for third between the 77 of Mike Sloan and the 87 of Tim Brown. We got 4 more laps to go. Josh Hazel with 3 more laps to go. Look at the race though for third. Tim Brown in the 77 of Sloan. Racing side by side. Here we go, 2 more laps to go. 1 more lap to go. Scribbler making a run, but there's no room for him to go because the 4 of Josh Hazel is going to get the win. The 27 of Dakota Scribbler second. It was the 87 finishing third and the 77 of Mike Sloan finishing fourth. Oh, race fans. Here he comes down to the front stretch. It was a green, white, checkered. I'm surprised he's not doing a donut, but he was talking a little bit. We'll ask him about that, though. Second win on the season for him. Going into the night as your point leader, and he will extend his point lead. Taking off the safety advice. Ladies and gentlemen, your Bramble Springs Bakery Crown Vic feature winner, the 4 of Josh Hazel. Josh. First of all, where was that burnout at, man?
The whole race, the car was missing real bad, and the last 2 laps, fuel pump was going out of it, and it didn't have enough power to even spin the tires.
So the fuel pump was going out in it, and you still won the race.
Luckily, if we'd had to go one more lap, it wouldn't have made it.
It wouldn't have made it. Wow, what a race that was, especially going back to the last race. I knew there was a lot of talk on that social media about this class, how it needed driving lessons and all of that. And then you guys came out in a green, white, checkered. That's impressive.
Yeah, everybody was real clean. It was a whole bunch of fun. Appreciate everybody coming out. I'd like to thank my brother. Last time I raced, I didn't mention him. Last time I won, we wouldn't be here doing this if it wasn't for him. Ed Bangus, Eddie's Flooring, my smoking hot wife, Bald and Bougie, boutique, salon, splash everything. That's pretty much it.
Oh, no. That's not it. That's not it. Tell these people the best bakery in downtown Lebanon.
My mom would kill me.
Last time he forgot his brother, and this time he was about to forget his mom, but Super Shane, here to save the day.
Bramble Springs, my mom, has the best shop in town. So if she's, I think she is up there, I won't forget her.
All right, well, congratulations, Josh, and appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is your Bramble Springs Bakery Crown Vic feature winner, the 4 of Josh Hazel. That was impressive too, guys. That many cars out there, green, white, checkered. They were getting ready to head to the gym and have a driving lesson, but they proved that they could do it. Do you guys like the Crown Vics? Very easy class to get into. My buddy Ron Shoemaker over there, he's been trying to get into this class for 2 years, but he'll eventually get into it. I got faith. All right, Aaron, what do we got next? Oh, what's coming out next?
Chargers.
The Chargers are coming out next, and this is going to be a special feature tonight. The 417 Sports Card Chargers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chargers are sponsored by 417 Sports Cards. And Sean Bradshaw has his store up there off of East 32. Has all the sports memorabilia and cards and everything you can think of up there. But he is the sponsor of the Charger class, and he's also the father of the 23 of Nicholas Bradshaw. And yeah, we're trying to keep up to date on that situation, but we know God is still in control of that situation. From what I've heard, everything, I don't want to announce it, but he's doing okay, and so they're working on him. But tonight, the 23 is going to be driven by Michael Jurgensen, and he said, I asked him actually after what took place. I said, what do you want to do? He said he would want me to race the car, and so he'll be behind the 23 machine. We also got former drivers coming back. We got the Smith boys, Hayden Smith and Braden Smith. They're coming back as well. So yeah, just reading a post here, and just keep Nick in your prayers, and he's in the ICU there in Mercy, Springfield. So there he is, ladies and gentlemen, the 23, owned by Nicholas Bradshaw, but tonight it is going to be driven by Michael Jurgensen. Then you got the 13 of Jaden Smith, the 7 of Ronnie Taylor, the 53 of Joe Williams, and the 29 of Nate Scrivener. And here comes the 1 of Gary Burrows. And the 59 of Michael James. "12 laps to be your distance." Jaden Smith, your point leader going into tonight's race in action. Got the 29 of Nate Scrivener in the inside of row number 2. On the outside of him is going to be Ronnie Taylor. Going to have Ronnie Taylor back with us. The 53 of Joe Williams out of Lebanon, Missouri. And old Herbie in that 53 machine. Got the 13 of Hayden Smith. 59 of Michael James. And the 1 of Gary Burrows. Lights are off. 12 laps is your distance. Nate Scrivener out front in that 29 to 23 of Michael Jurgensen out front. And caution comes out. We got a piece of debris. Pick it up, Steph. It won't hurt you. All right, here we go. We'll line them back up. Here we go, side by side. We'll see if we can get a clean start this time around. Green flag is in the air. Michael Jurgensen out front now, 23 to 29 of Nate Scrivener in second, the 13 of Jaden Smith in that third spot. Got the 7 of Ronnie Taylor in fourth. Michael Jurgensen still out front. Nate Scrither in second. The 13 of Jaden Smith in third. Look at the race back there for fifth between the 1 of Gary Barrows, 3 of Joe Williams. '23 of Michael Jurgensen out front. 29 of Nate Scribner in second. Look out, Nate. Here we go. The 13 of Jaden Smith closing the gap on the 29. Jaden Smith in the 13 and the 29 of Scribner battling there for that second spot. Nicholas Bradshaw on the 23. Excuse me, sorry. Michael Jurgensen to the 23 out front. The 29 of Nate Scribner in second. The 13H of Jaden Smith in third. White flag is in the air. One more time around. This is for you, Nick. Ladies and gentlemen, your feature winner, the 23 of Michael Jurgensen. 29 of Nate Scribner second, the 13 of Jaden Smith in third. Owned by Nicholas Bradshaw, but tonight he is your 417 Sports Car Charger feature winner, the 23 of Michael Jurgensen. Mike, don't know what to say right now, but the only thing I got to say is feel like everything happens for a reason. And I remember when I went down there and I asked him, I said, Mike, what do you want to do, bub? He said, you'd want me to drive. I said, okay. So you drove it. And he'd be very, very proud of you. And he's fighting for his life right now. He's tough. He's been through a lot of stuff before. But, wow. What a way to finish tonight, man.
Yeah, you know, whenever we went down to the pits after all that happened, I said to Chris and a couple of the other guys, I said, I just want to load up and go home. But that's not what Nick would want us to do. He wanted us to do exactly what we did. We went out and put on a show, and I hope everybody had fun.
You know, and if Nick was down here, I'd be like, Nick, you just want to feature. What are you going to go do next? Well, I can't repeat what he would say, but we all would know what he would say. But wow, we appreciate you and everything that you've done and your family and a lot of people tonight. Witnessed the miracle, I believe, with all my heart. And he's going to be all right. And what do you think he's going to say when you hand him that trophy?
There's no telling with Nick. You never know what that guy's going to say.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he is your 417 Sports Card Charger feature winner, the 23 of Michael Jurgensen. All right, it's our Martin's one-stop street stocks, and this is how they will line up. On the pole to be the 88 of Michael Jurgensen. On his outside, the 33 of Riley Sharp. Row number 2 will be the 27 of Dakota Scribner. On his outside, the 0 Corey Henson. There'll be the 71 of Don Morant. On the outside will be the 7 Matt Hazel. Looks like not making the call. There'll be the 8 of Aaron Wilkie. And then on the outside will be the 6 of Ed Mangus. Be the 43 Tony Johnson and the 00 Chris Johnson. Green flag is in the air. Michael Jurgensen out front, the 88. Plays Sharp in second, the 0 of Corey Henson on the outside in spot number 3 with the 27 of Dakota Scribner in 4th. Michael Jurgensen still out front, the 33 of Riley Sharp in second. Corey Henson in the 3rd spot. Here comes the 00 of Chris Johnson. Michael Riley Sharp in the 33 in second. Dakota Scribner in the 27 battling there with 3 cars. The 0 of Henson and the 00 of Johnson. Mike's out front. Riley Sharp in the 33 in second. 20, Dakota Scribner in. Riley Sharp in the 33 right on the back bumper. Here comes the 00 of Michael Jurgensen, 88, the 88 of Michael Jurgensen. Still out front, your leader. Michael Jurgensen out front. Riley Sharp in the 33 in second. Dakota Scribner in the 27 in third. Michael Jurgensen still behind him in the 33. Michael Jurgensen still out front in that 88. 33 Riley Sharp in second. Dakota Scribner into 27 in third. Riley Sharp gaining some ground here as we come down to the final few laps. Michael Jurgensen at the line. The 18.122. Riley Sharp with an 18.187. .394 the gap on that last lap. 18.465 for Jurgensen. Riley Sharp with an 18.230. Down the front stretch they go. Still Michael Jurgensen out front, but the caution comes out. All right, here we go. 3 laps remaining. The 88 of Michael Jurgensen, still your leader. The 33 of Riley Sharp. Had a fast lap on that final lap before the caution. Then the 00 Chris Johnson sitting there in that third spot with the 27 of Dakota Scribner in fourth and the 71 of Don Morant in fifth. So waiting on the 0 of Corey Hinson, I believe, with a flat. So giving them a few laps to change that flat. All right. Gonna double them up. Once again, if you plan on going down to the pits after the races, you can go to the big gate in front of the restroom facilities on the grandstand side. And once all the cars clear, you can head on down there and meet and greet with all the drivers and the big rig drivers. You can do that every Saturday night we race. The pits are always open. Once again, we want to thank the great sponsors of Highland Dairy for coming on board, and the Hilltop Ranch, along with Speed Oil and Equipment Share, National TV Sales and Rental, also with Melton's Farms and Rentals, with Edmore Chevrolet, Icon Graphics and Apparel, Coca-Cola, the Durham Company, Advanced America, Rod End Supplies. A lot of the great sponsors that help us out here and keep us going this season. All right, here we go. Green flag is in the air. Michael Jurgensen has the advantage coming out of 4. Riley Sharp right there with him as well, as long as the 00 Chris Johnson. Here comes Little Charlotte in the 33. Look at this, fans. We're going to have a good finish here with one more lap to go. Down the backstretch they go. In the turns number 3 and 4 out of 4. Going to be the 88 of Michael Jurgensen, the 33 of Riley Sharp, the 00 of Chris Johnson, the 27 of Dakota Scrivener, and the 71 of Don Morant. He wanted to go around the little track. What a bit of deja vu. He said he didn't have a shifter, so he had to go around the small track. Ladies and gentlemen, your Martin's one-stop street stock feature winner, the 88 of Michael Jurgensen. Well, Michael, congratulations, man. A little bit harder, a little bit tougher this one. You had somebody right there behind you the whole time, didn't you?
I have no idea. I never did see anybody, but I knew that I knew where the weepers were, and most likely nobody was going to run through them because they were too bad. So I knew to stay above them in 1 and 2, below them in 3 and 4, and hope like heck nobody's there where I'm at.
Yeah, Riley Sharp was right there, and like you said, he didn't want to go through those weepers. But man, 2 feature wins for you tonight. It's a pretty good night, ain't it?
Yeah, it's an awesome night. Wish the first feature win had different circumstances, you know what I mean? But it was still a good night for everybody, and glad all the fans came out. You know, it was a heck of a night. That wild side's packed for sure.
Anybody you want to thank?
I got to thank my aunt and uncle for letting us drive these things. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be doing anything. Got to thank my family for letting me go down in the shop and work who knows how many hours. You know, I got to thank Napa. I always forget about them. They've helped us in the years past, getting us parts and things like that. Let's see. I don't know. I got to thank all the crew. Those guys are awesome. Everybody just jumps in, helps out all the time. So
It was a rough start, but a great ending, Michael. Ladies and gentlemen, your Martin's one-stop street stock feature winner, the 88 of Michael Jurgensen. It is 73 of Trenton Masters, then the 27 of Nick Cherry, and the 48 of Jimmy Phone. Jimmy Phone out front, battling there with the 73 of Trenton Masters. 27 of Nick Cherry in third. But it's still the 48 of Jimmy Phone. Trent Masters in the 73 in second. Nick Cherry in that third spot. Masters right on the back bumper there in the 48 of Phone as they come out of 1 and 2. Jimmy Phone still out front. Masters staying right there with him though. Two cars remaining. Pretty good race here. Phone and Map racing hard for the lead. 3 more laps to go. Two more laps to go. Will Masters have anything for the 48 of Jimmy Phone? White flag is in the air. All right. Park it down here in Victory Lane. So he's taking off his helmet, putting his hat on. Ladies and gentlemen, your cover in Hilton, Rolling Thunder, 48 of Jimmy Phone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your cover in Hilton Rolling Thunder feature winner, the 48 of Jimmy Phone. And Jimmy, good run tonight. You know, Trenton Masters was right there behind you there, but you didn't have a lot to go on this track because of the weepers and stuff, and that's what we were just talking about, but good run.
Yeah, thanks, Shane. First off, I want to thank Ben Depot, Creative Vinyl, and of course everybody that helps me at JDF2 Motorsports. Yeah, I mean, we're trying to build this class. You know, we've had some unfortunate things happen. We had one of our fellow competitors lost a motor. It's hard to get that stuff put back together sometimes. Another guy had an accident on a motorcycle. These guys will return, so just kind of bear with us with that. We still have yet the super late models to go tonight. We're kind of trying to figure out what we're going to do there. The track is not ideal for this much horsepower. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. It's been a lot of trials. But anyway, thank you all very much.
All right, ladies, 48, Jimmy Phone. All right, so the late models, the super late models, they're going to come out here and do a few hot laps. They're going to give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on whether they think they can race on this. And it's not our equipment, it's theirs. It's not our money, it's their money. So we want to make sure that they feel comfortable racing for you fans. So bear with us here as the late models be coming out next. And we'll see what they decide. It's going to be a class decision, not our decision, but it'll be a class decision because, like I said, it's not our money, it's their money. It's not our equipment, it's their equipment. So once again, we thank you guys for sticking out with us here, and very shocked by the numbers that are still here, and it means a lot to us, and so we appreciate you guys. It means a lot to the local drivers as well to know that you guys weren't just here for the Big Rig Series. You guys were here to watch our heart and soul of this track, the local guys, so we appreciate that. Don't forget, we'll be back here next Saturday, September the 20th. And then keep it on our Facebook page because we got some more events coming up. We've got the Show Me Chaos. If you've never been to our Show Me Chaos, it's a real big event where a lot of these fancy trucks come and they do burnouts and they cruise around. And I think we had 200 trucks when we did the last one. It was in the rain. And so it rained all weekend, but they still came out. And then we're going to have the drift cars, I believe, in October as well. So we got a lot coming up, and so stick to our Facebook page and get all the details there. And once again, we thank all of our great sponsors. We thank our incredible staff here as well. They did an amazing job here tonight. And so, like I said, we're going to bring out these late models. Jimmy Phone's got to hop into his super. And we're going to bring them out. They're going to do a few hot laps onto the track and see what we get, a thumbs up or a thumbs down. So we'll find out. And like you said, the weepers they're there. And so we did our best to get the track dried the best we could. But man, it's been just an incredible night. And once again, our prayers are with Nick. And like I said, we will try to keep you up to date the best that we can. Just right now, we know that he's in the ICU up there in Springfield, and he is responsive, I believe, and all that. So we will keep you up to date on that. He's tough. So appreciate you guys for coming together there and praying as one. And they say the church is not the building, the church is the people. And I believe we had church here tonight, and it was really good. So make sure tonight when you go home, post the pictures and the videos. Let everybody know that you spent your Saturday night right here, and what a night full of adventures it was for us. But it was the rain. We needed the rain, so we got the little bit of rain. The grass can get a little bit greener, and maybe next Saturday we'll have a green infield. So, all right. So on the pole here we go. It'll be the 27 of Joe Ross, the 48 of Jimmy Phone coming out, then the 73 of Trent Masters. The 91 of Dylan Bates. The 82 of Presley Johnson. 57 of Ella Simpson. All right, they want to run. We're running. All right, here we go. We're going to double them up. Green flag is in the air. Jimmy Phone out front, the 48, the 91 of Dylan Bates in second, 47 of Joe Ross in that third spot, the 82, Presley Johnson in fourth. Still Jimmy Phone out front, Dylan Bates in the 91 in second. Joe Ross in the 27 in that third spot, the 82 of Presley Johnson in fourth. Jimmy Phone in the 48, Dylan Bates gaining ground. Right on the back of the 48 of Phone. Here we go in the turns 1 and 2. Dylan Bates on the inside, Jimmy Phone on the outside. Down the backstretch they go. Good racing for the lead in the turns 1 and 2. Dylan Bates right there on the back bumper of Phone. Them two have been battling it out all season, racing hard and clean with each other. Traffic gonna be getting in the way right here as we come down the front straightaway. Here we go, Dylan Bates is on the inside of the 48 of Phone. And the 21 of Bates goes around. Racing hard there. As they were coming out of turn number 4. So pulling the body pieces there on the passenger side of the 73. All right, we'll get them lined back up here. 17 more laps to go. Green flag is in the air. Now front. Presley Johnson in the 82 in second. Battling there with the 27 of Joe Ross, who's in second. Side by side now. It's Presley Johnson now will move up to that second spot. Jimmy Phone out front. Presley Johnson, the 82 in second. The 91 of Dylan Bates in third. Phone out front. 8 more laps to go with Presley Johnson, the 82 91 of Dylan Bates in third. 27 of Joe Ross in that fourth spot. Jimmy Foe making his way through lap traffic along with Presley Johnson. Checkered flag is in the air for the 48 of Jimmy Foe. 82 of Presley Johnson coming home second. 91 of Dylan Bates coming home in third. What a night. We've seen two drivers get two feature wins in one night. Michael Jurgensen was one, and it's going to be the 48 of Jimmy Foe who gets the other. A little bit of hot coming out. Got to step over here, make sure it don't get sprayed on. A little bit of Niagara Falls happening right here. Ladies and gentlemen, your Hilltop Ranch late model feature winner, the 48 of Jimmy Foe. Woo! All right, Jimmy, I'm not getting close to your car, so you got to go over here. First of all, before this race, you're like, I don't know if we should run, and the weepers were bad. But you know what? That's how it falls sometimes. Wow, the car was good tonight. Both cars were good tonight. And this JDF Motors, you guys got a lot right now. With your social media guy right there, going live there, oh, Benny.
Oh, Benjamin. Testing one, there we go. We want to keep Nick Bradshaw and his family as we're celebrating here. Good run. I was a little questionable about coming out and doing the supers. There's a 600 horse here, roughly. It's a handful, I'll tell you that. I want to thank Benny for pennies. I'll tell you what, Benny's been great for me this year. CR Vinyl, Chad Rogers, the Ben Depot, Brian West Heating and Cooling out of the Lake area, and of course Smith's Trash Dash. They're your local garbage disposal company. And everybody, JDF2 Motorsports, my family. Most of them are here with me right now. So anyway, and the fans, thank you all for coming out.
There you have it, fans. Your Hilltop Ranch late model winner. Oh, hold on. You got to get one more.
Yeah, I got to thank my buddy Mike Sloan. He drove my Rolling Thunder car here with us in the Supers. I want to thank him as well.
All right. We'll go down here and talk with Presley. Presley, get over here, man. Don't pay attention to that scoreboard. I don't know what was going on with it. I'll fix that. But man, what a good run for you. Appreciate you for going down here. I know track conditions weren't the greatest, but we made it work, and we had a majority vote. But good run here tonight.
Yeah, we were happy with it. We had a little altercation with the number 7 in practice, and I hate that for him. But that was just a racing deal. I hope it didn't tear his car up too bad. It didn't tear mine up too bad, but I really was upset with that whole deal. But I went to the Massengow family, Jim and Julie with M3 Ranch. They've really invested a lot behind me, and I think it's going to pay off. This is a lot better than we did here last time, and I think we're really headed in the right direction. I want to thank everybody at Fury Race Cars, Pops and Tony Jr. with E-Performance, Quality Glass Company, Johnson Waterproofing, Auto Sport, Barton's Handyman, Alabama Vinyl, Holston Gases, Ernest Performance Shocks, Strasburg Performance Shocks, PME Engines, High Tower Transmissions, Mark Hoskins, Robin Harskins, my parents. It's a group effort, man. We work hard, and we're not the biggest, baddest team, but I think we're always a force to be reckoned with, and just happy to be here.
Well, we appreciate you guys being here. You think you can tell her to be quiet a little bit? She's humming over there a lot, isn't she?
Yeah, she likes to be cooled down, so we cut those fans on about halfway, and they stay on till we load it in the trailer.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, runner-up in the Hilltop Ranch late model feature, 82, Presley Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you guys for being here. Thank you for sticking it out with us. We hope you have a great rest of your evening. Drive home safely, and we'll see you next week right here at the High Banks of Lebanon I-44 Speedway.